Hey everybody, what's up, and welcome to Let's Play Portal 2. That's right everyone, it is finally time to play this game. I have been looking forward to this for a while, and judging from the comments and requests I've gotten and messages I've received about this game, I know you guys are too. I think I've received more requests for this game than anything else on my channel, and that just makes me even more excited that you guys are looking forward to this, because I love doing these Let's Plays for you guys. And I want to make sure I did this game justice, because I'm going to be honest, this is one of my favorite games that has come out in recent memory. I mean, it is that good. After the release of the original Portal, expectations were sky high for a sequel. I don't think Valve really knew just how successful the original Portal was going to be when they were creating it. Because, let's be honest, it was just a tiny game that was just bundled with the orange box that included the much larger and more epic Half-Life 2 and Team Fortress 2. But after the critical acclaim, after the success that it received, a sequel was inevitable, and people were really looking forward to this. Personally, I love the sequel a lot. I only have a few minor niggles with it. I know some people may disagree with that, but I personally love this game, and I've been looking forward to doing an LP of it for quite a while. So I hope you guys will enjoy this Let's Play. Now, a few things before we get started. One technical issue is that I'm recording this game not in 1080p. I'm having to go with a lower resolution, and I do apologize for that. I know some people were really looking forward to a 1080p Let's Play, because that is possible to do in this game. But sadly, it's not quite so possible for my computer, which is a bit limited. I'm running this game on an iMac that's not exactly very new, so I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to play this game at full capacity. In fact, I believe I've turned the graphics settings down to a slightly lower quality just to make sure that this game does not lag while I'm recording, which has been an issue when I've tested it in the past. So I want to make sure that the actual gameplay does not get interfered with. So I apologize for the slightly lower quality, but I hope that the gameplay and the commentary will more than make up for it. The other thing is that you'll notice here that there is a single player mode and a cooperative mode. Now, the cooperative mode is completely different. For those of you who have never played this game before, just FYI, the cooperative mode is a completely separate game, and it is just about as big as the normal game, believe it or not. But it does require another person to play with in order to complete it. And you can get assigned a random person online, and you can chat to collaborate and everything. But if I ever do this, I want to make sure I do this with someone I know, and someone who's willing to be on camera and everything. Right now, I don't have a person like that, and I'm not trying to take requests here, but I do want to just take this opportunity to just go ahead and say that I don't have any plans, at least immediately, to play the cooperative mode. It may happen in the future, but the emphasis is on may. It's not going to happen right now, and it's not going to happen right after the single player is completed. The other thing is that there are community test chambers that have been created for this game thanks to a really spiffy editor that Valve released that people can use to upload their custom levels to Steam Community, which is really cool. I don't have any plans to do any of these custom levels, but if you have the game, I highly recommend checking them out because they are pretty awesome. The robot enrichment thing you see here is for the cooperative mode, I believe, and you can decorate the robots that are used in that game. But for this Let's Play, we're going to do the single player game, and we're going to start right now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start a new game. When you complete the game, you can start on whatever chapter you want to start on. But since we are starting here from the very beginning, I'm going to select the very first chapter, the Courtesy Call. So let's get started. Judging from the screenshots and the little snippets that we've been seeing here in the intro, it certainly seems like Aperture Science is in heavy disrepair since the events of the first game. Gladys, as she revealed at the very end with the closing song, is still alive, but she's definitely all beat up and everything, so it doesn't look like she's in any condition to really run the place. Judging from this picture right here, that appears to be of the housing area in which she sat, it looks like she is disconnected from her body, so that's going to make things tough.
Good morning. You have been in suspension for 50 days. In compliance with state and federal regulations, all testing candidates in the Aperture Science Extended Relaxation Center must be revived periodically for a mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look up at the ceiling.
All right.
Good. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look down at the floor.
I don't have any feet.
Good. This completes the gymnastic portion of your mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise.
Really?
There is a framed painting on the wall. Please go stand in front of it.
Man, I wish getting a real workout was that easy. Looks like we're in some kind of hotel room or something.
This is art. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, stare at the art.
I'm staring at it.
You should now feel mentally reinvigorated. If you suspect staring at art has not provided the required intellectual sustenance, reflect briefly on this classical music.
Hey, I like this music. Hey.
Good. Now please return to your bed.
I kind of want to explore first, though. But it looks like we can't leave, nor can we get into our closet. Can we use the phone? Nope, we're gonna go to sleep. Okay.
Good morning. You have been in suspension for 99999. This courtesy call.
Hello? Anyone in there?
Subject should vacate the
Who's that?
Hello?
immediately. Any test subject
Are you
not emerging
gonna open
from
the door
suspension at this time
at any
will be
time?
assumed to have exercised
What happened in
his or
here?
her right
Hello?
to remain in extended relaxation.
Why is there a
Are you
moon
gonna
on
open
this
this
painting
door?
now?
Because it's fairly urgent.
Okay, at least there's someone here.
Ah! Ah! Oh, God. You look good. Looking good, actually. Are you okay? Are you... Don't answer that. I'm absolutely sure you're fine. There's plenty of time for you to recover. Just take it.
Please prepare for emergency evacuation.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Prepare. That's all I'm saying. Prepare. It's all fine. All right? Don't move. I'm going to get us out of here. Oh, you might want to hang on to something. Word of advice. Up to you.
Wait, what is that engine sound? What's going on? Are we moving?
All right down there? Can you hear me? Hello? Most test subjects do experience some cognitive deterioration after a few months in suspension. Now, you've been under for quite a lot longer, and it's not out of the question that you might have a very minor case of serious brain damage. But don't be alarmed, all right? Although if you do feel alarmed, try to hold on to that feeling, because that is the proper reaction to being told that you've got brain damage.
You're not making me
understand
feel any
what I'm
better.
saying at all? Does any of this make any sense? Just tell me, just say yes.
I can. Ooh, we can speak.
Okay, what you're doing there is jumping.
Or not.
You just jumped. But never mind. Say apple. Apple.
Say apple.
Okay, you know what? That's close enough. Just hold tight.
I love the humor in this game.
All reactor core safeguards are now non-functional. Please prepare for reactor core meltdown.
Okay, that really does not sound good. And whoa.
Okay, look, I wasn't going to mention this to you, but I'm in pretty hot water here. How you doing
Whoa,
down there?
whoa,
You still
whoa.
holding on?
Let's get into a
The
corner.
reserve power ran out, so of course the whole relaxation centre stops waking up the bloody test subjects. Hold on, this is a bit tricky. And of course, nobody tells me anything. No, why should you tell me anything? Why should I be kept informed? You know, about the life functions of the 10,000 bloody test subjects I'm supposed to be in charge of. Why? It's close. Can you see? Am I gonna make it through? Have I got enough space?
I don't think so.
Just gotta get through here. Okay, I just gotta concentrate. And whose fault do you think it's gonna be when the management comes down here and finds 10,000 flipping vegetables?
Looks like there are different pods
No, I
here
hit that one. I hit that one.
that are just like this room.
Okay, listen, we should get our story straight, alright? If anyone asks, and no one's gonna ask, don't worry, but if anyone asks, tell them as far as you
There's a
know,
platform
the
down there.
last time you checked, everyone looked pretty much alive. Alright? Not dead. Okay, almost there. On the other side of that wall is one of the old testing tracks. There's a piece of equipment in there that we're gonna need to get out of here. I think this is a docking station. Get ready. good news. That is not a docking station.
Yeah, there are
So
arrows
there's one
pointing
mystery
to it.
solved. I'm going to attempt a manual override on this wall. Could get a bit technical. Hold on.
Yeah, that was very technical.
Almost there. Remember, you're looking for a gun that makes holes. Not bullet holes. But don't worry, you'll figure it out. Seriously, do hold on this time.
Okay, the manual override actually works.
There we go. Now, I'll be honest, you are probably in no fit state to run this particular type of cognitive gauntlet. But at least you're a good jumper. So you got that. You got the jumping on your side. Just do your best, and I'll meet you up ahead.
All right.
That's the spirit.
Cool deal.
Good luck.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Enrichment Center.
Hey, this looks familiar.
We are currently experiencing technical difficulties due to circumstances of potentially apocalyptic significance beyond our control.
Get in
However,
there.
thanks to emergency testing protocols, testing can continue. These pre-recorded messages will provide instructional and motivational support so that science can still be done, even in the event of environmental, social, economic, or structural collapse. The portal will open, and emergency testing will begin in 3,
Come on.
2, 1.
All right, I give up. This certainly looks like the beginning of the previous set of test chambers that we completed in the original game, with similar symbols here denoting what the various obstacles and hazards are. Although this one seems to be new. I don't think we saw this before, with a person getting caught in some kind of grinding mechanism here. But this glass chamber certainly seems familiar. And everything's all overgrown, too.
Cube and button-based testing remains an important tool for science, even in a dire emergency. If cube and button-based testing caused this emergency, don't worry. The odds of this happening twice are very slim.
I would like to see that if that were the case. That does not look safe.
Please note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This Aperture Science material emancipation grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it.
Alright, so it's pretty much the same as in the previous game. But what happened here? It seems like we've been in suspension for quite a long time, and the place has been run down. The announcer seems to allude to potential apocalyptic events, but it seems like that's just a recording. We don't really know what happened. More than likely the place just shut down just because it's been a long time and no one's really been here to take care of it, since Gladys is not really all functioning properly. We don't really know though, so we're gonna hope that we can find out. Hope we get up to the surface and see if society is still around.
If you feel liquid running down your neck, relax, lie on your back, and apply immediate pressure to your temples. You are simply experiencing a rare reaction in which the material emancipation grill may have emancipated the ear tubes inside your head.
Ugh. I don't want to think about that. Okay, so this place just involves putting a cube onto a button. Oh, hey, it's this place. This is not exactly the same as what we saw in the original testing track, though, because in the original one there was a portal automatically being shot onto the wall, whereas here we've got some buttons. And it looks like these buttons control where the blue one is placed. So let's go ahead and go in here where the cube is. And then we'll press this one, which controls the portal that leads into the button room. And finally, let's press the one that leads to the exits. So maybe it's possible that this set of testing chambers is a different one.
Because of the technical difficulties we are currently experiencing, your test environment is unsupervised. Before re-entering a relaxation vault at the conclusion of testing, please take a moment to write down the results of your test. An Aperture Science Reintegration Associate will revive you for an interview when society has been rebuilt.
So it's possible that this may be a different set of test chambers, but they could exhibit similar characteristics to the testing track that we went on in the original game. Also, I don't really mind that we're unsupervised, considering what happened when we were supervised before.
If the Earth is currently governed by a manner of animal king, sentient cloud, or other governing body that either refuses to or is incapable of listening to reason.
Whoa. I guess this is some kind of public service announcement about what to do during an Animal King takeover, and I guess the Animal King is represented by this turret that has leopard skin and a crown. It actually kind of looks rather intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'm not really gonna rely on these so much since this place is so run down as it is. But according to this, we don't have any obstacles here, so that's nice.
Hey! You made it!
Hey there!
There should be a portal device on that podium over there. I can't see it though. Maybe it fell off. Do you want to go and have a quick look?
This kind of does look like the room where we got the portal gun in the original game.
It's alright, no, go on, just have a look.
Well, at least we can take the cameras down with it.
Over by the podium, yeah.
Whoa!
Hello? Can you see the portal gun?
Well, somebody's been down here.
Also, are you alive? That's important, should have asked that first. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to work on the assumption that you're still alive, and I'm still waiting for you up ahead.
There it is.
I'll wait 1 hour, then I'll come back, and assuming I can locate your dead body, I'll bury you. Alright? Brilliant. Go team! See you in an hour, hopefully. If you're not dead.
I love Wheatley. Looks like somebody's been down here and has drawn a bunch of murals around here, so let's take a look at each of these. This first one seems to depict the construction of Gladys. We see the big mechanism here that we encountered at the end of the first portal, and we see the various scientists that were later killed by the neurotoxin that she had emitted. I'm guessing that's what this yellow stuff is here. Then we see all the scientists running in terror, and somebody's got a companion cube or something. And I'm guessing this is supposed to represent us here. Gladys is tempting us with some cake, and we're making our way with the portal gun through all the various challenges that we encountered before. And I don't know if that's us or somebody else holding the companion cube. Maybe that's the person who drew all this. And I don't know if that's us or if that's that other person, because that appears to be us up there, I guess, fighting Gladys, and here we are. Maybe this is us just reigning victorious over the facility since Gladys was destroyed, or sleeping after we got recaptured back into the facility. At any rate, though, it looks like somebody has chronicled what happened at the end of the first game, but it has been quite a while since any of that actually happened. But we are on a mission to find out, and hopefully the truth will be revealed in due time. Well, one thing's for sure, this place is so run down that we can actually go inside these office areas here without any issue. And it looks like we're going to drop into yet another chamber.
Some emergency testing may require prolonged interaction with lethal military androids. Rest assured that all lethal military androids have been taught to read and provided with one copy of the laws of robotics to share. Good. If you feel that a lethal military android has not respected your rights as detailed in the laws of robotics, please note it on your self-reporting form. A future Aperture Science Entitlement Associate will initiate the appropriate grievance filing paperwork.
Well, so far we haven't encountered any androids yet, but if they're anything like those turrets in the last game, I don't think they're obeying the laws of robotics.
This next test is very dangerous. To help you remain tranquil in the face of almost certain death, smooth jazz will be deployed in 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah. Camera, yes. Oh yeah. Aw, really? Really? Not cool. Not cool at all. Okay, there's the cube we need. Once we get it on here to the button, and we should be on our way. Yeah, that was real dangerous, Mr. Announcer. But hey, at least you're being honest with us instead of what Gladys was doing to us. So, I trust you at least a little bit more. And this seems rather familiar. In fact, both of these test chambers are rather reminiscent of ones that we encountered in Portal 1. All we have to do is just come up here, portal over there to get our cube, and let's stand on this one. Except we actually need another cube. Vital testing apparatus destroyed. Whoops. Gravity.
Great work.
There we go.
Because this message is pre-recorded, any observations related to your performance are speculation on our part. Please disregard any undeserved compliments.
Whoa! I remember that glass panel from the original Portal, although it certainly did not do that. And this area was not open either. Let's see what's up here. Okay, we've got a cat with a moon under it, a bunch of equations, unreason, and some kind of cube with a bunch of V's coming out of it. And what appears to be a cube with cat ears and whiskers. Perhaps this was someone's office, but it certainly looks like the same kind of handwriting that we saw in the original game, with all the messages scribbled all over the walls. So somebody has been here before, although whoever it was, they're probably long gone by now. Well, never mind, let's just go ahead and keep moving forward. Hopefully we will encounter Wheatley, and we'll be on our way to finding a way out. One of the qualms I have about this game are those loading screens, I'm not gonna lie. They can be a little annoying at
If the
times.
Enrichment Center is currently being bombarded with fireballs, meteorites, or other objects from space, please avoid unsheltered testing areas wherever a lack of shelter from space debris does not appear to be a deliberate part of the test.
That doesn't exactly make me feel better about the actual tests. Alright, here we've got boxes onto buttons, we've got boxes bonking us on the head, and we've got death water. We haven't had death water yet, so let's see. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, let's try to avoid the death water then. This chamber is certainly different from anything we saw in the first game. I don't think we've seen this one yet. But there's a cube dispenser over there. We've got another cube dispenser above this platform here on which we can place a portal. And we've got a button that we need to press here. Or at least one that's held down by a cube. We've got a button here that dispenses cubes. And that one seems to be connected to this. So let's go ahead and place a portal there. There we go. We don't really have any other place but there to put that, but at least this allows us to access this platform. And another button. This one opens up the exit for us, but we can't go through while it's still open, because we can't place a portal through that. We can't, or while we're standing on here and it's open. So we need a cube for this. This button raises a wall of some sort, and this button dispenses a cube from a much higher altitude than this cube dispenser. So to make it avoid getting into the water, let's dispense it and raise this. There we go. By the way, it's worth mentioning that if you try to dispense a cube from a dispenser that's already dispensed a cube that's still in existence, the existing cube would then fizzle out, and then it would be replaced by the one that you dispensed.
Well done. The Enrichment Center reminds you that although circumstances may appear bleak, you are not alone. All Aperture Science personality constructs will remain functional in apocalyptic, low-power environments of as few as 1.1 volts.
And believe it or not, that actually does make an appearance as something important later on in the game. Believe it or not.
This next test applies the principles of momentum to movement through portals. If the laws of physics no longer apply in the future, God help you.
I sure hope that's not the case. Also, what is this supposed to be? Please remain calm. It's just a bunch of leaves blowing around the guy. Oh well, we haven't seen anything like that yet here. Test Chamber 6. This involves flinging more boxes on buttons and getting bonked in the head again. Okay, so here's where we need to fling. This basically just teaches us that momentum is maintained through portals. And we will shoot out of here and hopefully land over there on the other side where the exit is. Well, there's only one problem. We can't get through the exit right now because we need to hold this button down. And much like the last test chamber, there's an emancipation grill that prevents us from portaling over. Even if we could, we really couldn't get through the orange one. So we need to get this box. Now, one of the cool things about this game is that you can actually travel through portals with cubes. Even if the cube doesn't look like it will pass through with you going through it, you can actually make it work. It kind of doesn't make sense, but it definitely helps the gameplay and is convenient in that regard, so I'm okay with it. Like that. So, I mean, technically that really shouldn't work, but...
You are a non-employee who has discovered this facility amid the ruins of civilization. Welcome. And remember, testing is the future, and the future starts with you.
That makes me feel better. But yeah, I mean, if it's something like that that helps the gameplay along, you know, and doesn't make it quite so tedious and, you know, really precision-oriented, then I'm okay with it. Whenever I see like a slanted surface like that, that's usually a place where you want to place a portal in order to gain a lot of momentum, since you'll be shooting up at an upward arc versus just straight out. And it looks like we need to jump over this gap over here, or this wall, rather, to get to that cube. So let's go ahead and do that. Here we are. So the question is, where to next? Well, we need to get over here to this side, so let's place a portal up high there. Oops, that didn't work. Oops, and I let it go. Let it go, let it go. Yeah, I just watched Frozen, actually, for the first time tonight. I hadn't seen it before now, and it was actually pretty good. I wasn't really sure how it would be after all the hype leading up to it, but it was pretty decent. I enjoyed it. Okay, let's try this again. That's better. Unfortunately, we just slammed right into the door, so we're gonna need to push this, put this on the button. And that seemed to activate this platform here. So let's go ahead and try that again. It also opened the door for us, I believe. And I keep miscalculating that jump. Let's do it from here instead. Perfect.
Good work getting this far, future starter. That said, if you are simple-minded, old, or irradiated in such a way that the future should not start with you, please return to your primitive tribe and send back someone better qualified for testing.
Well, I don't think I'm any of those, so I think I'm A-okay for testing. But more importantly, I want to find out what on earth is going on here with the facility and with GLaDOS and with society and everything. I mean, this is just bizarre.
To ensure that sufficient power remains for core testing protocols, all safety devices have been disabled. The Enrichment Center respects your right to have questions or concerns about this policy.
Well, naturally I am concerned, but considering just how safe the tests were in the original game, I'm not really sure it would really make that much of a difference to have safety devices.
Hey! Oi, oi! I'm up here!
Hey,
oh,
Wheatley!
Brilliant! You did find a portal gun! Oh, do you know what? It just goes to show, people with brain damage are the real heroes in the end, aren't they, at the end of the day? Brave. Come on through!
Alright.
Okay, listen, let me lay something on you here. It's pretty heavy. They told me never, never, ever to disengage myself from my management rail or I would die. But we're out of options here. So get ready to catch me, all right, on the off chance that I'm not dead the moment I pop off this thing. On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's high. It's too high, isn't it, really, that? All right, going on 3 just gives you too much time to think about it. Let's go on 1 this time. Okay, ready? 1. Catch me, catch me, catch me, catch me. Ow. Ow.
Well, I tried to catch him.
I'm not dead. I'm not dead. Plug me into that stick on the wall over there, yeah? And I'll show you something. You'll be impressed by this.
All right.
Yeah, I can't do it if you're watching. Seriously, I'm not joking. Can you just turn around for a second?
I really don't want to do that.
I can't. All right, you can turn around now. Bam! Secret panel that I opened while your back was turned. Pick me up. Let's get out of here.
You know, I don't know if I like you doing things behind my back.
And off we go.
But we opened up a secret door that will hopefully allow us to escape the facility, but we'll do that in the next video, guys. I'd like to thank you all for watching again. This LP is off to a great start, I think, and I'm excited for where it's going to go. If you liked yourself today, or if you liked this video and enjoyed yourself today, be sure to hit that like button. It really does help a lot, and stay tuned for more Portal 2, guys. See you on the flip side, everyone. Take care.